evening and welcome to Screamfest. Oh yes, we're back at Screamfest. And it's one of our favourite events of the year, and we want to thank the park for inviting us down. We sadly couldn't make the press night because it's in the middle of the week and we live miles and miles and miles away. But fortunately, they let us come on a different night and we're here. We're here to check it out. Now then, it has some of our favourite mazes ever, which includes Love Hurts, and it also includes what was one of our favourite mazes of last year, Insomnia. Very, very different sleep-based maze. Absolutely loved it. Loved the way it flowed. Beautiful to look at. And this year it's joined by a new maze as well, which is a zombie maze, a zombie type maze. Hillbillies, I believe. I haven't got the information in front of me, but it's replacing Demonica. Now, of course, this is a farm during the day. And then in Halloween, it comes out at night, and oh, yes, it is frights, frights, frights. So, Insomnia, Love Hurts, they have a clown maze as well as Della Mortes, which is the massive outdoor experience where you start on a tractor, you work your way around, and you work your way back for a maze field. Lovely maze, lovely, lovely maze. And we'll be doing that one at night. So we usually go in, we do the clowns, we do Love Hurts, we do Insomnia, we'll do the new maze, and then we'll do that one last. So it's 5 mazes. When you come to the farm-based ones, you get 1 shot on each, that's it. But you usually get a really, really good run through of them, and that's kind of what we're expecting today. The park is open from 7 right the way through to 11 o'clock. Access is about 6:30, which is in about 20 minutes time. I'll be heading my way in, and it does actually state, it's got a big sign outside and it's got a big sign at the gate, online bookings only, which means it's going to be sold out for tonight, which means it's going to be busy. But people don't usually rock up first thing. It's fairly busy, there's a few people floating around, but they don't all rock up first thing. So this is why we like to get the mazes done. At the end of the day, apart from Della Mortes, all the mazes are indoor experiences, so it doesn't really matter when you go in them. You can kind of get in there, get the bulk of the mazes done, especially some of them are really popular. You know, Clowns in popular, Insomnia isn't popular, Love Hurts has always been in popular, and of course the new one's going to be popular, so they're all popular. And then the outdoor one, we will end up queuing for probably about 8 o'clock. Now they do have a show as well. They've had shows over the last couple of years. Johnny someone, can't quite remember his name, if he's here. If not, I'm sure it's going to be equally as good. You can hear the music now, which is why I've come over here, because it's going to be really loud inside. We'll do as much filming as we can. Obviously we can't take you in the mazes at these places, but I will be reviewing them for you straight afterwards, and letting you know what they were like. If you haven't seen it before, go back and look at the previous vlogs from the park. You'll see what the mazes are all about generally, apart from obviously the new one. And you know, it's not a massive location that it's in. What you see behind me here is the farm activities during the day, which includes play area. You've got a nice bounce over there, you've got a musical maze, you've got another bounce over here, and you've got a crazy golf as well. So, you know, during the day, this is very, very children friendly. There's still families and children coming out now before the place turns really, really dark at night. But we love it. We absolutely love it and cannot wait to get inside. We'll take you inside. We'll show you a bit of the atmosphere. We'll obviously show you what we can of the outside of the mazes and all the build up and everything like that. And then, of course, we'll let you know what it was like. But this runs till the end of the month. Probably actually into a couple of days in November. We'll check the dates when we go inside because of the late half term this year. Make sure you get down to this, because I don't need to go and experience now to tell you that you need to get down to this. This is a stunning event, absolutely stunning event, and it's usually brilliant. So, Screamfest, here we come. So a bit of a change this year. We've walked in and the clown maze is where it obviously is, Freak Out is where it obviously is, but the Della Mortes entrance is over there rather than down here. And down here we have some rides. It's like my birthday. We've got a classic Sizzler over there, I can see, #1 Sizzler, and we've got a set of Dodgems as well. Now we're not going to go on the Dodgems, but I might take it for a ride on the Sizzler. We'll go and find out how much it is, but it is obviously going to be very, very loud. Also here you will also see, this is the entrance to Hillbilly Joes Zombie Zoo. Oh yes, the Zombie Zoo. I don't know if we can see any more of it down there, but we're going to go and have a quick look. Let's some shipping containers. It's quite loud here. I don't know if they recognise those, but someone will tell me they recognise it. I definitely don't recognise this sizzler. I've never been on that before in my life. It's Hillbilly Joes Zombie Zoo. Oh, this thing looks cool. Now, you can see this is actually redressed from Demonica last year, because you've got 4 entrances like you have for Demonica, and the rooms look very much the same looking in now. So that's quite interesting that they're using that. Wonder how much bigger it'll be. That was really cool looking though. I don't know how far back it goes. We've got some food down here, got some under shelter. Have a quick look actually. Jed's Shed. Some great theming going on here. That's the back end of the maze here as well. So this is the new zombie maze, but it's definitely using I wonder if you go outside for that now. I'm starting to wonder. Doesn't look that much undercover. Interesting, interesting. But that's using the entrance here. I think you can see the Demonica colours on the side here. But this has been done up really, really nicely. Really looking forward to that. But yeah, when you look around the back, looks like it might be outdoors. We'll wait and see. Della de Mortes is over there. You can see the ambulance flashing at the back. We've said about that before. But the entrance is now down there. Assumingly, you'll still exit up this way. But yeah, we've got about half hour before any of the mazes open. So I think this will be dropped down as part of the maze. And then Zombie Zoo exit. That's funny, I like that. As you go up there. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. So the day is going to start over in the freakouts. Possibly, but look at that queue for it. Maybe it won't start on the freakout. Maybe we're going to go over the other side, I think, to Love Hurts and start there.
My son, my boy, my pride and joy and this is Timothy. Say hello, Timothy. Hello, everybody. Say hello to Timothy. Thank you. You see, it's just like a children's show, but with less gas. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here this evening to present to you some other members of the Scream family who will be performing some feats so macabre, so disgusting, so disturbing that they will haunt your nightmare. Father? Yes? I like these ones. Can we keep them? Yes, we'll keep them with the rest. So if you wish to meet more of our family and see some sights that will amaze and horrify you, look this way and come forward, Timothy, quicken forward. Oh, that's it. This way, come closer. Where are you going? Come closer. Good. Can I chase them? No! Later. You may chase them later. time, as I say, we're here to introduce you to some members of our family, and maybe even to initiate some of you into the family. But before we commence our annual meetings here at Screamfest, we must warm up our voices so as not to strain ourselves. Timothy, talk them through the warm-up process.
Well, for this I will need the use of somebody, and I mean use in the broadest sense of the word. And as I come out, let me have a look and see who might be right for this.
Find someone, Timothy.
It's you.
Yes, it is. You can shake your head all you like.
What is your name? Lucy. Everyone give Lucy a huge round of applause!
How you come, Lucy?
Come on, Lucy. You'll be fine, Lucy. Out of my way, minions. Here we go. Look, I found a Lucy.
Well done, Timothy. You found a Lucy.
Now, Lucy, I need you to verify a couple of things. And may I say, Lucy, just how lovely you're looking this evening.
You don't look nearly horrible enough, Lucy.
Did you grow this yourself? You did. She did.
You did.
Now, Lucy, you need to verify a couple of things. Firstly, Lucy, what is this? It is string. Thread, some would say, but string will do, Lucy. Now, Lucy, I shall reel off about a foot of this string. Now, Lucy, you're very important to hold on to the string for me, Lucy. Now, Lucy, run your fingers up and down the string and confirm for everyone that it is a solid piece of string, yes? It is indeed. Now, Lucy, keeping hold of one end for me. This is how I like to warm up my sinuses.
First of all, Timothy will take one end of the thread into his mouth. He will slowly and deliberately gather the thread into his mouth. Mind your fingers, Lucy. Count them afterwards. Once he has all of the thread inside his mouth, he will take a deep breath. And now he will perform the facial floss and retrieve the thread from his nose.
Father!
What?
It's gone too far.
Oh no! No! Oh! Is that coming out of your eye? Yes, yes it is!
Lucy, hold on to it. Hold on to that end, Lucy. Right, let go. The last bit hurts the most.
Timothy, ladies and gentlemen, and the facial floss!
Now, Lucy, no one goes home empty-handed. Would you like a necklace? No, you wouldn't, Lucy. Now, Lucy, as you're a bit up here, you are now initiated into the family. And there's only one way that can have you leave the stage, Lucy. And that is with the chant. One of us, one of us, one of us. Sing it, one of us!
Ladies and gentlemen, you may return to the family. There we go, Lucy, that's it. Well done.
Now, Father.
Yes?
I fear that we may need to step things up a lot.
You think we need to do a little more?
Yes.
Show them, Timothy.
Yeah, you. That one. What is your name? Louder. Jerry.
Jerry.
I'll call you what the bloody hell I want. Now put your coffee down. Everyone give her a huge round of applause. And join me up in here. Ah, yes. So good to see you. Now take a step forward. Now be honest with me. Did you kill this yourself? You did, didn't you? You did.
Yes, I can tell.
Now what you're going to do is very similar to what we just did. We're going to get a little bit more extreme for you. Again, can you confirm, is this one solid piece of thread? Run your fingers up and down. Solid, yes? Here we go. This is something that really helps with a tickly throat. can see. This is very, very good if you need to itch the inside of your throat. Now you're going to need to hold very tight to me, hold very tight. We're going to pull it out the fun way. Hold tight. Ah. Ladies and gentlemen! One of us! One of us! One of us! Oh yes. But Father,
Yes,
I don't think that's enough.
I think we need to go further.
Step it up another notch, baby. Yes. What if you have an unbearably tickly throat? You. What is it? I'm not cross-eyed. I'm looking at you. What is your name? You. What is your name? Marissa. What a lovely name, Marissa. Marissa, join us. Everyone, you a huge round of applause. Come on, Marissa. You'll be part of this family whether you like it or not. Just here. Now, Marissa, I just need you to examine a few things for us, Marissa. Now, Marissa, I would like you to answer me. Do you know what this is? It's an apple, and what is stuck into the apple? Razor blades, Marissa. Now, just to prove to you that these are, in fact, real razor blades, because I can see your cynical faces. You can remove one razor blade and prove it. Razor sharp blade. Now, Marissa, this is very good for a tickling throat. One down the hatch. How was it, Father?
Very good. Another.
Marissa, place this on my father's tongue, making sure you do not cut your fingers. I don't want to be clearing up blood again. And another. They didn't hold them by the edges, Marissa. Hold them like this. Slice your fingers clean over. 3 down. Just 1 to go. One more. And that's the 4. So Marissa, currently you have fed my father 4 razor blades. The duty to act as the eyes and ears of everybody in the audience. Can you confirm to me, are the razor blades gone from my father's mouth? Check under his tongue. They are indeed gone. To complete and utter apathy from the large crowd. But Marissa, yes, what we need, this is yours, this is a prize. I know. But Marissa, we need our trusty friend the thread again, Marissa. Now I will reel off about 1.5 foot of thread. Now Marissa, feed this to my father. Yes, it's like Lady in the Tramp, but worse. That's it, feed it to him. So that is 4 razor blades and 1 long length of thread. Now Marissa, this is where it gets very strange, because up until now, I'm sure you can agree, it's been quite Blue Peter up here. But now Marissa, it gets odd. 4 razor blades went in, and 4 razor blades shall come out. That's the second one. Well, now there's a stuck together. The third, the fourth, and the 5th. Now Marissa, would you like this as a gift? No, gift, Marissa. Everyone give Marissa a huge round of applause for helping us out. Thank you so much, Marissa.
You'll find out, Timothy. You'll find out.
What's that? Stop it! He's doing it.
we have it. That is Screamfest 2019. And oh, brilliant. I love coming here. I love coming up here to experience the mazes. And it's always good as well when there's a new maze to experience. It's just so loud in there. We've had to kind of, you know, you'd have seen some music cuts and things and just some, you know, footage of what's going on in there. But it's so loud. It's really difficult to get kind of stop anywhere and actually talk without being screamed in your ear or having music blaring out. It's a wonderful atmosphere. Don't get me wrong, it's a wonderful atmosphere. But for filming, it's not quite so friendly. But that's fine. I'll take the atmosphere over the filming any day of the week. So we started the night with Love Hurts. This was our favourite maze 3 years back, sorry, our favourite maze, Love Hurts. I think it was on his debut year. And we just found it incredible. You kind of go in, you know, broken hearts, broken love. Where can you find love? Go into this kind of derelict pub area, rocky pub area, and you disappear through the toilet and just walk through this carnage like sewer area. Oh my God, you know, last year it was good, but we thought maybe it could do some changes, and I think it's had changes this year. We can't really decide, to be honest. I've had a look back and I can't quite remember. But I'm sure the new scene in there, the cannibal scene in there with the churning cannibals, you know, they've obviously got them eating people and you've got a person in the machine which is kind of churning backwards. I don't remember seeing that before, and it really added a bit of spark to that middle section of the maze. I really loved it, really loved it. You seem to have a lot more water dripping as well. Actors very intense, very on it. But yeah, really enjoyed Love Hurts. From there we went to Insomnia. One of our new favourite mazes from last year, and it's just so creepy, so creepy. Packing up behind us, it's just so creepy. You know, it's themed amazingly. You kind of go in and it's effectively a child's nightmare, and I think it's the Crackerjack Ripper killer who's kind of coming into you know, sleep and nightmares. Remind us a bit of like Insidious, actually, the way it is, but it's just fantastic. You go from room to room and you kind of walk around the house and you're told to get to the final room with the big red door and a big red house, and in they are, bursting out of cupboards waiting to see you. Oh, it's just brilliant. One of my favourite mazes. It's just so different. From there we went to the new zombie maze. Oh dear, how strange is that maze? It's about Zombie Zoo, so it's Hillbilly Zombie Zoo, and you kind of go in and meet the zoo people. So apocalypse has hit, there's no one left alive, and in you go to see kind of the remains of the zombies that are left. It is one of the most random mazes I've ever been in. I can't for the life of me kind of tell you scene from scene what we saw. We saw cages, we saw zombies in the cages. We went through various strobe sections, we went through dark sections, enclosed sections, you know, bits where we kind of, you know, like had to duck a bit. We were met by loads of characters along the way. Some of them were sort of talkative, some of them were right in your face trying to scare you. It's full of jump scares. It's a great jump scare maze. There's containers, there's, you know, a lot of banging, a lot of noise. A lot of noise. However, it just works. I really don't know how to explain the maze. It's got a lovely length to it. Part outdoors, part indoors. So you kind of start indoors and you're in the hillbilly area, much like you were with Demonica in one of the 4 rooms, and you kind of get talking to what you're going into. And then once you're in there, you know, it's a really random, like, guy dressed up in a chicken onesie, kind of chasing you. It's just amazing. It just works. You know, we laughed, we screamed, we jumped, and we ran, and that's kind of all the things you want from a scare maze, and it's got them all in there. And you know, when you come out of a maze and just think, I've never been in anything like that before, the maze is a winner, an absolute winner, because it does get boring when you go to you know, theme parks, farms like this, and it's like, oh, another one of those, oh, another one of those, oh, I've seen that somewhere else, I've done that something else. I'm telling you now, Love Hurts, Insomnia, The Zombie, never seen anywhere else, and they all stand out as fantastic mazes. We then did Freak Out. Freak Out is a classic clown maze, and I don't mind a classic clown maze, and yes, from what we just said, there are a lot of parts that do classic clown mazes, but they're brilliant in there. The actors in there really make it, and you get a couple of doors and different split routes that you can go through as well and kind of get lost, but the actors in there make that maze, and that is a superb clown maze. We then did Dia de la Montes, which is the Living Dead festival. When you kind of head out to a tractor, we did say the entrance has moved. We did show you that when we were in there, the entrance has moved, and you kind kind of go out pretty much the same route, to be fair. You pass the axe murderer who's escaped prison custody and kind of killed everyone there before heading into the day of the festival. I actually think it would be better if it was reversed. You end up catching people up as you go. And I just feel that if you actually reversed it and you controlled the flow at the beginning, you wouldn't have to have members of staff in the middle, and you wouldn't have to have probably people bumping into each other, and then have some kind of creation party, some kind of you know, because you're dancing on the tractor. If you started at the end of the maze, got people onto the tractor and then drove off, I think actually reversed, that maze would work really, really well. We do like it, we genuinely like it, and it's definitely changed a bit this year. There's a real lot of small, really confined spaces actually. It was like walking through a woods at some point, even though it's kind of a maze field. It was really, really good. Chainsaws, always intense, and the chainsaws are intense on there because you've got fantastic blue strobe lights. Not something I've seen anywhere else, but they're bright and they're in your face. Yeah, really, really like it. But although I like it, I do think if you reversed it, that could be a really, really top UK maze. And you know, they always are evolving here, but I'd like to see that. If you're watching, I'd like to see that. But we've had an amazing night. You know, we've had the show, we've caught the show, we've put some of the show in there for you as well. Different show, we're expecting Johnny Rocket this year. He's not back, but they've got their own sort of in-house entertainment, and it's really, really fun. Really, really good to watch, and some real skillful people. We just had a pan there before we left of the food. You know, there's grills, there's, you know, burgers, and you can get beers and things. There's a sit-down restaurant. We went to the Billy Joes down the bottom. We've also got a couple of rides this year in the Dodgerington Twist, so that it does add something a little bit extra to it. We love coming to Screamfest. Honestly, there is some of our favourite mazes here. As we said, Insomnia, Love Hurts, you know, both of those will be top 5 mazes for us this year. Undoubtedly be top 5 mazes for us this year. The zombie one is a fantastic addition to the park. Real, real great fun. The Freak Out Clown maze, you know, the actors in there are amazing. Absolutely amazing. And it's not one to be missed. And then in addition as well, Dia de la Muertes, I know it's a lot of people's favourite maze, so maybe it does work. Maybe it does work, but we're all very different. I love the maze, I love the blue strobe lights, I love some of the indoor bits, and again, the actors really, really make it because they're coming out of cornfields, they're coming out of, you know, they're coming out of side bits. When you go into the buildings, they're all hiding, and the actors at the park are amazing. You've got a couple of street roamers as well. You saw one with a baby, one with, I'm not sure what it is, like a sort of dead thing, but again, amazing, great interaction with the people. Plenty of places to eat, plenty of great mazes, plenty of live entertainment, plenty of street actors. Honestly, there is nothing else that you would want from a Scream event. So get yourself up to Screamfest here because it is 100% worth coming to. We want to thank the park for inviting us. We've had a fantastic time, and I'm telling you now, we're coming back. We're coming back because this place is incredible. My name's Adam, this has been UK Theme Parks. Remember to like and subscribe for more Halloween content, and of course other content going through to the end and into next year. And we'll see you soon. But from Screamfest, scares are over.